Alright, coming up soon here, I did a video of where I was working on some drainage, and after that heavy rain, I didn't like the way the water was coming off the steps and hitting this. I knew I still needed to add a drain tube to this pipe and going down. So that's what I'm doing now. I grabbed some drain tube. This is like 1.5 inch drainage pump tube. I don't need it's 24 feet of it. I don't need all of it, but I do need at least 10 or 12 feet of it for now. And what I'm gonna do is connect it down here to that pipe there, the opening, and using some drainage rocks, create a fall. Meaning I'll stack the rocks up to the point where they roll out of there and they roll down this way gently down here and out. This is where I have my pop-up drain right here. I decided, you know what, let's extend that as well. And so I got it extended here, and eventually that's going to go into a drain. Stay tuned. Working the yard with Will. Okay, here's a quick little tip. Say you're installing a pipe here and the entryway is a little bit larger than what you want. No problem with this plastic pipe here. You can cut a little hole, there's a little slit in it. You condense it down like that, put it inside the hole, and then it'll expand. Okay, so we've restructured this little pipe here coming off the patio. I added 1.5 inch drain tube that runs down to there. Hopefully I got the fall correct. And here's the test. Add a little water down in here. Yep, it works. It works nicely. All right, adding the finishing touches to this drain. I gotta make sure I sink down that little bulge or belly to make sure the water is definitely rolling down that way. To ensure that, add a little drainage rock on top of that. That'll give it a little extra weight and make sure that it flows down. In the future, I think I will add a catch drain right here, probably a 9-inch catch drain, because this ended up catching up this one up there, one up there, and they're all gonna go eventually down there. So okay, so we working on the next part of the French drain work. As you recall back here in that video, we got a lot of water coming down off that step right there. So my ideal is, as soon as it comes off the step, immediately goes down into this drain and gets out of here. And so I'm hoping by making that off the step, a little 3-inch drain, may have to go larger, but 3-inch drain or 4-inch drain. We'll try that out right now. We're doing a gravity feed coming down off the hill. We'll give that a try first and see if that fixes our problem before we cover it all up. I don't think we're gonna get any rain for a few days, but we can at least pour a bucket of water in there and see what we got. All right, working the yard with Will, drainage work. I don't know, part 3 or 4. It's going to be an ongoing process until I get it figured out. Okay, I believe this one is done. I'm going to add a little bit more rock around that for drainage. But essentially it's going to go from here, that heavy rain coming off that step you guys seen in that video. And hopefully it should trickle right down into this container here, which is about a 1/2 inch or so below the step. That's a 4-inch drain going down to a solid corrugated pipe, about 10 feet of it, taking it away from the flower bed and out here. And so some may be thinking, well, why stop it there? Why not just go all the way down? Well, right now I'm on a budget, and I know in the future I'm going to add a line going all the way down. But for right now, at a minimum, these little 10-foot sections will do the job for me and prevent that water from backing up and going down here to the basement. That's my main objective. All right, here's a moment of truth. I mean, you can work all you want, but you got to make sure that your projects are actually working as designed. So I'm throwing some water up here on the deck, and to simulate that water that was coming off the steps. And so I'm just waiting to see how we're doing here. I can see the water coming down the steps here slowly, and I just let the hose go and we'll see what happens. See that I put everything in the right spot, or do I got to go back to the drawing board? Let's just watch this for a few. So far, it appears this drain isn't catching any of the action so far. Let's bring that hose a little closer. Okay, we're really coming off now. Some of it's coming out. Some of it's coming out there in a little crack. Let this go for another 45 seconds or so. It's really hard to simulate rain. It's almost like with that drain up there, I need to put it here instead. A little bit of dirt down in there. I want to start it off with that. And this top isn't the right one, so I got to take a little bit off the edges. Yeah, that's okay. This lip right here doesn't quite sit flush in there. I'll just take a little bit off these edges here, and that'll be it. There we go. All right. So now we got two drains here. One up there that's going to catch that water coming out of there, and the other one that's going to catch the water coming off the step, and they're both are going to feed like that. Maybe you can see that. Feed together on down out there. Let's give it a try. Simulated test. Letting it come off of the steps. Let's get some more pressure going. Simulate some rainwater. Okay, this project is done. Put a little water around here. I should have taken a picture of these roots down here in this side area, but pretty pleased with how well the roots are digging down in there. And so once again, just to recap, put a drain right there because the water's coming off the steps. It runs down about 10 feet. It's about right there roughly, and it's just going to come out and drain into the yard for now. But later I plan on taking it out and joining it up with this main line that's coming from down the hill. So that's it for now. I think I need to go get some lunch.